Who that? One Gravel Nation, the Gravel Boss, there with episode 2 of the Gravel Cast, as promised. You understand? So, this episode, we've got the E in the catch, which is Ellie. So that's daughter number 2. And she's gonna basically do the same thing her sister did last week and ask me some questions. 6 questions, as you know, and I'm going to answer them to the best of my ability. But before we get there, like, share, subscribe to it, and if you have a friend or you have a friend, tell them about it. Not to mention the notification bell, so you can prioritize it. So when we drop the video, you get first choice to see it. The Catch Travel. Ellie, let's go.
First question is, does having 6 kids get in the way of your job?
Does having 6 kids get in the way of my job? Yeah and no. So yeah, because sometimes I might get bookings and it might fall in the time where they might need to go to football or they might need to go to an appointment or whatever it is. But whatever the case may be, we always seem to figure a way out between us, whether it's sometimes Ellie coming home early from school. When she finished school on a day that's early, she'll come home and, you know, do a bit of whatever. So, and then, what did I say first, yeah? And then no, because I fit everything around the kids. So, as I said, even the name of the business, everything, the Gravel Cast, what we're doing, it's all me singing and dancing, they're filming me. So yeah, it doesn't affect me because I try and do that, but also sometimes, you know, we can't help life itself and somebody has to go to the dentist or whatever it is, but we always seem to figure a way out, don't we, Ellie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, second question is, how would you describe the process of starting up this business?
Right, the process of this starting up this business came from, it's something that I've always wanted to do. It's something that I've always been interested in. But I never really understood the process of it. Like, for me, I thought it was, just, you know, buy a bus and you're ready to go. But of course, there was other things. I've had to go back to college. I've had to do exams. I've had to do tests, and, you know, a lot of different things in order. So the process is time. It's timely process because you kind of can't do one thing before the other thing. So it's just putting everything in place and getting everything going. It's been a stressful process because, again, I have to fit that, going back to college and all that kind of stuff, around my life now with the kids and everything like that. So yeah, that's kind of the process. And once you set your mind on something and you want it and you believe in it, believe in yourself, believe in what it is that you want, again, that kind of makes it just easy and, you know, fall into place more easier. So it's been difficult while it's also been enjoying because it's something I've always wanted to do and been interested in. So yeah.
Next one is, do you think your service makes a difference, and if so, how?
I do think my service makes a difference. How I choose to do it. I'm doing something that it's been done for however many different amount of years, but I'm just doing it with a difference because, again, I believe in what I do. I believe that there's a gap in the market for me, not necessarily what I'm doing, but for me, because I bring me to the table. There isn't another me. You know what I mean? You're never gonna find nobody else that does it the way I do it, or approach people the way I do it, or deal with customers the way I do it. Not, you know, saying that others who does the same job doesn't deal with their customer correctly, but again, they're not me and I'm not them. So I bring something different by just being my normal self and believing in what I do. And again, don't lock myself in a box in regards to what it is that I'm doing. So I'm not just doing taxiing, or I'm not just doing airport runs and stuff like that. You know, I'm doing a bit of social media, I'm doing merchandises and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's that question. Is that answer okay?
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
Next one. What's your favourite piece of merch you've got out so far?
Do I have to choose one, or do they?
Yeah, you got to choose one.
That's hard. They're all my favourite. piece of merch. They're all my favorite, like all the colors, because obviously I chose them. I'm gonna say this blue hat.
Alright.
The reason why, because when I ordered it and I chose the blue on the sheet when I went to the printing place, the blue looked different. But then when I collected it, it was like in your face kind of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go with this blue hat that I'm wearing.
Yeah.
That's my favorite so far. But they're all my favorite. I like the beanies. It's like, because of the weather now, I'm not wearing the beanies as much, but I'm gonna have to do a video in one of the beanies. But I also love them as well. And I've got some new stuff coming up in regards to merchandise, or hats, t-shirts. But obviously that's gonna be a surprise so tune in to the station, Gravel Nation. Yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, have a friend, and if them have a friend, tell a friend too, and don't be shy. Yeah, if you want to travel on the gravel, I'm the guy. Next question.
Why did you choose to start a taxi service out of everything?
I chose to start it because I wanted to free up my time. So again, brings me back to the kids and football and dentist appointments and somebody not being well and having to stay off school and all these different kind of things, and being tied to a job. Of course, you're at a job, so you're expected to be there from a certain times a day to a certain time in the evening, you know, whether that be a 9 to 5, whether 10 to 2, or whatever that shift may be. That job expects you there. But at the same time, your child might expect you to be at home because they're not feeling well. Or your child may expect you to be at home because they're having a sports day and they're wanting you to go to that sports day with them. Now, being the parent that I am and the dad that I am, I want to be involved in all these things. I want to be there every single time. Of course, I know it's a lot of times it's not going to be possible due to one, my job, and 3, I've got more than 1 kids, and I might need to be in 2 places at once, and one might be more important than the other one. So my whole reason for starting this job is just so I can fit my life around my kids and be readily available to them. And if they've got something to do, I don't have to ring a job and say, well, I can't come in today, or can I book a holiday, and to possibly be told, you know, you can't have the holiday, because obviously there's a bunch of you working there, and everybody needs to get their time to have their time with their family. So sometimes it works out that you might not be able to have that day that you want, but you really need to have it. So in a nutshell, my basic reason for starting a travel business is, 1, the first initial thing is my children. 2, it frees up my time. So I said in the video with Lily that I wanted to free my time up so I can trade my money for time rather than my time for money. So just to elaborate, and that is, you know, if I'm trading money for time, it means I control my time. But if I'm trading time for money, somebody else can control my time, whether that be a corporate business, whether that be, or whatever it may be. So yeah, I just want time to be able to do what I want, when I want, for as long as I want to do that, without having to worrying about what the boss is going to say, or, you know, whether, you know, John, for argument's sake, has got a holiday booked, or whatever that, you know, the case may be. So yeah, it's just to free up my time to be readily available to my children.
Yeah. Well, the last question is, what advice would you give to someone else wanting to start up their own business?
Advice. Make sure it's something that you love doing. Make sure it's something that you do without it feeling like work. Because if it feels like work, you're gonna get fed up with it. You're gonna want to do it. The first sign of it not working out, you might want to give up, because it's not. You don't love to do it. You're just doing it because somebody else may be doing it and they might be making a lot of money from it. But that might be that person's dream to do that. So therefore that person's going to do that effortlessly. That person's going to do that without even thinking twice. So make sure it's something that you love to do, number 1. Make sure it's something that, to do it keeps you excited. It keeps it gets your heart pumping. It makes you want to get up in the morning. It makes you not want to go to bed at night, because all the different ideas flying around in your head, like you can say, every time I go on a walk and I come back, I've got a different tune.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because it's what I love to do, and it's what I believe. I truly believe it was my purpose. I think we're all on a journey somewhere, and on that journey, this is the purpose that I serve. So yeah, that's my advice.
Yeah. Well, that was the last question.
So that was your last question. So
Yeah.
thank you for coming and sharing your time with your father, the Lakach Travel himself. So all the viewers and subscribers, you know, see me car number 2. So look out in a week's time. Number 3, that is the K. Yeah. So wanna just like, share, subscribe to it. And if you have a friend, tell them about it. Not to mention the notification bell, so you can prioritize it. So when we drop the video, you get first choice to see it. Lakach Travel. Peace out.